Greetings, YouTube. I don't know if you know trauma, but it's when people like your beloved Mama Bear remind you every day of the champion that you don't have.
Silk?
Yeah, silky smooth without the smooth. What's up, Tiny Film? We're good to see you. All right, so Kick Rocks, is that because he can fly? So Kick Rocks has put up Fake Moon Landing as the title of this video slash broadcast, and he wants the profile pic that reflects that to be Dragon Man, which is unique. So, Mom, I have a question for you. I already asked people outside of the chat, and we got a lot of good answers, including from Michael Parks and the Exit Notes. Have you noticed an increase in passive AI in this game?
Absolutely.
Okay, where have you seen it specifically?
AQ.
Okay. I've seen it in AQ some, especially with the mini bosses. I'm fighting, and this is just map 6, give or take, but I was fighting Jabari Panther today, and wouldn't fire a special for like 45 seconds. But I've seen it
nothing.
I've seen it really bad in Battlegrounds, and also really bad in Necropolis. And I feel like Kabam updated the AI in November to basically return the game in some ways to the more passive AI, because that was going to make them more money this month. And it's November and December are the two most important financial months for the last quarter of their company.
Yep.
That's Mom Bear's response. Yep. Or
Yep.
Or yes.
Yes, sir.
No, it was your special yes. It was the...
That's the extended yes.
I was... By the way, I told Prof Box about the cheesecake story. And it's funnier every time I tell it.
I don't know what was wrong with me that night.
It was nothing. You were cheesecake drunk. Christopher Longano says the AI is listening. Yes, it is. Now, to be clear, this is not every time I'm jumping into fights that this happens, but there are certain champions that, of course, are built to gain power faster, from Doctor Strange to Dragon Man to Hyperion, and then champions that just punish you when the conditions are essentially not ideal. So, like, I'm going to show you about... I thought I was going to lose this Battlegrounds fight for sure today. It was, I think it was round 2? Here? No, not there. I love when you think you're going to lose Battlegrounds and the person puts a defender down that you're like, really? Okay, cool.
I know.
You ever seen
that? Hello, Bama Boy. And Donnie Fillmore. I forgot to say hi to him.
All right, so I want to give a shout out to this Tugran, sorry if I butchered your name, boss, summoner. I'm going to hide my webcam real quick to show you what happened in this fight. So I did terrible, not just because Warlock was not helpful in doing what I wanted to do against Venom, but Venom was so passive in this fight that he would only fire a special against me when I was in the corner, which of course with hide or heal, there's nowhere to hide because you're against the corner. And so one of my biggest takeaways, especially this month in Battlegrounds, is that the passive AI forces you to either take risks where you're going to lose health or make mistakes, or be backed up against the corner where the natural nodes of the season are going to wreck you. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely a possibility of happening, and I'm sure is happening.
Donnie, congrats on that. Yeah, and it makes sense, and it literally makes them dollars. Things that make sense to them make them dollars. Imagine that. But at the same time, there's nothing we can do about it. I just think they said in their announcement that the AI hadn't changed, and I'm calling their bluff.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it happens even in most fights, because it doesn't. But there are certain fights when clearly the champion is designed. Kingpin's also a great example of this, because Kingpin's really easy to fight when you can bait his special one. But if he doesn't want to fire that special one, and you just keep getting backed and backed further into a corner, I don't know what you do, especially with the hide or heal.
Dennis Love was having that problem also with in Battlegrounds.
Yeah. Well, I just want you all to know, I'm not saying everybody has to agree with this, because this is just observations I've had with the people who watch this channel and myself, because of course I talk to myself a lot. But it is noticeable, and it's something that you really just have to keep dancing around, as Christopher Logano just commented. But the dancing wastes time, and of course that's the other goal of Kabams, is to make your Battlegrounds fights last longer, to where those precious 5 or 6 seconds might be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah.
What's up, Snowblow?
Or you could just be like me and stick into stay in the lower tiers of Battlegrounds, and then you don't have those pesky nodes they're not as bad.
Well, I do want to say that there are so many good players, though, still stuck in those lower tiers, too.
There are.
Twist, I did. I was surprised that it came into the game for the first time today. It was weird timing. All right, if you're watching live, stay tuned. If not, let me know if you've seen Passive AI, or if you haven't seen Passive AI at all. That's still great to have data on. I don't want you to have a groupthink moment. Think for yourself, but be honest in the comments. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.
Good night.